Hey everyone, it's Little Lollycat here, and this time we are going to review the MyDiaper pinks. And I have to say they are actually quite cute. I like the fact that it's pastel pinks and blues. They are a far cheaper alternative to Rear Safari, and MyDiaper in general, they're not the best brand, but they are like more of a budget AB brand that are like quite reasonable. As you can see, they have the hearts in here, much like the DCM Moors have, which I do like. I do want to try DCM Moors at some point, but you can't really get them here. They are 2-tabbed. They have the landing strip. They are actually quite thick. Like, let's see. Hold it next to Rears. I mean, they're not as thick as the Rears obviously, but they are still reasonably thick, and this one's puffed up because I've opened it up already. They have the waistbands, which is a plus. I do like waistbands, they make them sit better. And they just look quite cute. Although these are a large because they didn't have medium in stock, so the fit might be a bit off when I actually test them, but it does give them just that tiny bit more. What's the word? Like, it just makes them absorb a bit more because they've got a bit more to absorb, like a bit more surface area on it, so we will see. They are reasonably thick and very crinkly, and the plastic is quite soft. It's quite similar to the M4, the plastic, but it's still a little bit rougher. You can tell it's cute. You can tell it's cute. You can tell it's a bit of a budget brand, but it's still good. So I will tell you what I think once I've actually tried them on. Hey everyone! So I finally tried the MyDiaper Pink, which I have to admit it sat in my cupboard, in my drawer for a while before I actually took it out and tried it. And I was actually fairly impressed. Like, it held about 8 wettings, like, without it feeling like it was going to leak. What I will say is after the first one, you can tell, like, the sap material, the stuff that actually like holds it, it kind of goes very squishy, and it does expand a bit, and it will migrate unfortunately, but it was actually fairly decent. Obviously I bought a large, and the tabs were like way in the centre because they were far too big for me, but they had a waistband. The colour was actually quite nice because it was like kind of a nice pastel pink. The princesses weren't over the top and in your face. They had 2 tabs, both of which were like fairly strong. I have had some issues with them in the past, but they're never anything too bad. I would definitely suggest them. They're like a really good budget ABDL brand, which is kind of rare. But obviously they are budget, so it means that the plastic isn't as soft, but it is crinkly. But it isn't as soft as, say, like Bambino's, which is, you know, that nice soft plastic feel. The tabs have occasional problems, and obviously they do the MyDiaper Imperfects, which are the day ones, but these ones are far superior to the day ones, so I would say if you're going to get them, splash out a bit and get these ones instead. Do not get the 25 pack for like half the price, because they're really not worth it unless you're using them as boosters. They're pretty. They have also recently they currently have 4 different designs out in the same like form. So they have the MyDiaper Knights, the MyDiaper Animals, the pinks, and now they have released blue ones. So keep an eye out for them. I will put a link in the description below, and go try them if you want. Like, I'd say they're fairly alright. Like, they are a budget ABDL brand, so you can't expect the best, but the absorbency is definitely there, and the only issue with them is obviously that they really they sag a bit, and the sap isn't like, I think that's what you call it anyway. Like, I know I've seen it on the packs, like SAP sap, so I always call it sap. But yeah, obviously it isn't the bestest in the world, so it does tend to migrate a bit. They are fairly thick as well, so you will definitely know you're wearing them, and they're probably about the same thickness as a Snuggies or a Tycles. So if that's your thing, but you don't want to like splash out on spending more money, I would definitely say go for them. They're also very good if you're a beginner. You should go for them because they're cheap and you get an idea of what they'll feel like. Okay, and that is everything for now, people, and I will talk to you all later. So, bye!